Hello, everyone. There was this announcement made at the Microsoft Build event of Azure Databricks native connector in AI Foundry. It allows for native integration between AI Foundry and Databricks for Genie, jobs, and custom connections. Genie and jobs are pretty straightforward. That is, you can integrate Genie in your agentic workflow setup or trigger a job using the agent, but a custom or other connection allows your agent to access workspace operations in Azure Databricks. That is, you can, do anything within the workspace. Example, create a notebook, a job, orchestrate that via the agent. And the authentication is handled through Enter ID. So let me walk you through a demo where I show you all this. Firstly, I have my resource group. I have a Foundry project deployed and my Databricks instance. Let me quickly show you my Databricks instance. So I just loaded DB demos. So I have a Genie space for supply chain optimization, and I have also a workflow called print, which just says hello world. So those tools I will be demoing, showing how we can connect it through AI Foundry. And then there's a custom one which I will show you later. So with this announcement made, there was also, they made some boilerplate code available for AI Foundry connections, which I'm going to show you in a minute. But one it's available in GitHub, and for jobs they have this code, sample code available. There is one for Genie, which is one is using the Databricks AI Bridge package, and the other one is a bit more advanced. It is using the API directly, and it maintains, the conversation context between the questions asked. And let me show you guys. So I've been using that code. Oh yeah, let me first show you my AI Foundry setup as well. So I've deployed my project here. I've deployed GPT 4.1 here as a model, and what I will be showing you is the agents. So right now I don't think, yeah, there's one, but let me show you how to do it programmatically. And let's go to connections. So how can we create connections? Actually, just track me. So here you have Management Center. And with the project, you have your connected resources. And here is where you can create connections towards Databricks. So here we have Azure Databricks. So by default, you'll have all the workspaces available within your subscription. So let me just search for mine. And then you can, select your connection. In this case, Genie, and then you have your Genie space, showing up. Same thing goes for jobs. That you can select a job and the job name. And well, yeah, let me show you. If I do so, if I add it, by the way, you have the other one as well, which just does the high level setup of towards the workspace using Entra. But yeah, one that connection was added for the jobs. So just to give it a bit more structure, at least some namings, what we can do is enter it manually. So you need to provide your Databricks endpoint, workspace endpoint, and name your connection. And it's the same story here. So you have jobs, Genie, and the other connection. And the access is either shared to all projects or to this project itself. So I've created these three for the demo. One is for the Genie, one is custom, and one is for the job. And if I open them, yeah, it's basically showing me my workspace, and the authentication is through Entra ID. So in the code, I'm using the same code, that is present in GitHub. But here I'm just setting up some environment variables, for the project endpoint, the connection names that I just showed you guys with the jobs and the custom one. What I did is I did AZ login, so I'm actually logged in to my subscription where I have the AI Foundry and Databricks deployed. So let me just walk you through the code. The first one is a simple setup. So it is using the Genie uh, AI Bridge Genie package, and I'm just asking it to describe my data set. Because the connection is now mapped to the Genie space, it knows which Genie space I'm asking the question to. And this is important here. So you have your utility functions, basically tools that you will give to your agent to do the job that you want. So I have two functions here. One is to ask Genie. So basically, just sending the question, and the other one is to retrieve the response and format it. So these two functions I want to make it available for my agent here. And let me quickly walk you through the rest of the code because that is almost same across the other notebooks, Python files here as well. So I have my credentials. I'm doing the default credential. That's why I showed you the AZ login. So I've logged in through the CLI. And using the credential, I'm creating my AI project client, the Foundry. And once that is done, I'm fetching the connection. In this case, the Genie connection. And after that, I have my Databricks workspace client created, and then the Genie client. Uh, and then I was mentioning about tools. So you can basically add your tools to the agent. So I've added this function ask Genie, which I just showed you guys as a function which could be used as a tool by the agent. And then I instantiate the client or start that. And I create an agent with my GPT 4.1 as the model. And here I've given it a name, some instructions, and then I have some print statements. This is how I create a thread for that agent to track the conversation and the message that I want, which is the question, the Genie question. And what it does is it basically will create that process and run it. So let me just run it through. And while this is running, I can show you what is happening on the Foundry side. So now that we've run it, you should see the Databricks simple Genie assistant. And if you open it, you can see the instructions and also the Ask Genie function, which I just mentioned. So this is being used as a tool by this agent. And then you can go to the threads, which also got created. And if I go here, you can see, I've asked it to describe my data set, and it has now gone to the Databricks workspace, authenticated, and then got back the result here. We can further check what that agent is doing, and there's something called this thread info. So here you've seen, it started the thread. It has some metadata about it. I think I can show you. I've printed that in the console as well. But it has some metadata of every run, every step, every tool it is using to achieve the task basically. And here in the tools call, you'll see the Ask Genie question, and you can see the function calling Ask Genie, and here, so you can basically track, the thread if you want to. And going back to the code, um, here you get the response actually, the same thing which I just showed you. So moving on, let me show you the next version, which is which maintains the conversation context between those two questions. So I have it here. So nothing much has changed code-wise. I just updated the function, the utility function, and given it a different name to the agent itself. Some instructions, and in this case, I'm also just adding just one function as a tool for this agent. But here, if I scroll down, here you see that I'm asking question 1 here, waiting for it to run and finish. And after that, I will ask the next question, and then it will maintain the context between them because it is actually running on the same thread. So let me just run it so you see what is happening. So yeah, on the console, actually, it did the same thing for the previous one as well. But yeah, it connects to the project, the Foundry project, fetches the name or the connection that we are using here. And after that, it is of type Genie. It fetches the space ID and creates the workspace client, creates the agent, and then starts the thread. And then it is now asking the question, as you can see here, and yeah, run 1 is completed, and now it's doing the second one. Meanwhile, let's go back to the Foundry so I can show you. So let's go back to the agents. And now you see another one, which is Databricks Genius's agent. It has one tool available. And if we go to the threads, we can see, that those two questions were pushed down to the Databricks workspace, and the results were brought back by the agent here. And I can try it and I can track it. I can go into in details what happened in the thread, what tools it used, etc., etc. But what I'm more interested in is to show you guys how the Genie space looks like. Um, if I show you the monitoring, here you see the first one, which is describe my data set, and the next questions, and it is using my Entra credentials here, and basically everything is governed through all the Unity catalog governance is respected. And so if I have access, then it'll do. And here you see it is also doing, if I go to this conversation, it did that in one single thread. And the other one, if I show that conversation, it's a single question. And with that, let me also quickly show you the jobs one as well. In this, I have two separate functions, different to the ones before. So one is to run the job and wait, and the next one is to get the job output. The code is pretty much the same, but here, as my user functions, I'm giving it those two functions for the agent. I've named it differently. It's a job agent now, and basically I'll run it. And what you can see is it now used the demo job connection, and the connection is of type job, and it also retrieved the job ID because that was the connection mapping that we did in AI Foundry. And now it has created a job agent. So let's go back and check that. Let me refresh. And now you have a job agent, which now has two tools available, or two actions it can do, which is now available here. And you can also track it in the thread. And it says, run the job with ID this and get the final output. And if I go back to my workspace, you can see that this one is now triggered. That same ID 63 something something. So let's wait while it is ongoing. And I can walk you through the final one, which is the custom connection. So Basically, you can do anything that you want within a Databricks workspace. All you need is to provide the utility functions for the agent to do that task. So what I'm trying to do here is create a notebook, and once that is created, I want to orchestrate that notebook through job and then and run it. So that's basically what I want to do. And here I've just told that, yeah, I just want to tell me a joke. And let's see if the agent can do that. Um, and what I've given to the agent is a set of instructions that, okay, yeah, let me write, please write me a Python, get me a joke, write it in Python, and then I would like you to call the create notebook function and run the following as a Databricks job. So this is 2 or 3 tasks that I've combined or asked in one instruction set. I've given it a different name here, and what I've asked as a user is now tell me a joke using Databricks notebook and run it. So let me show you that. While this is running, I might need to create a new one, but bear with me. All right. So here I'm calling, the custom one, and here, as you can see, it's the same steps, but here now it's using the custom connection of type other, and and you can track it here that it's now created this Databricks custom agent, the thread ID, the message ID, and now it's creating and processing the run. And you can already see it. It has created the serverless job, Databricks joke runner with ID that. And if we go back, you should have now a new agent called custom agent. And yeah, those two utility functions are present here. And you can also track, this thread. And if we go back, what it should have done is on the workspace level, I asked it to create a notebook. So it has created that. Well, there's the joke, and it should now orchestrate that. So if I go to the workflows, it has, as you see, a joke serverless job, which was created, and that was run, and it basically runs that on serverless compute. All that was done by the agent itself. And if I refresh the history or actually try it in the playground, you can see that it has also retrieved, the joke itself here, and it says, yeah, I've created the notebook, I'm running the job, and if you want the output. But so let me ask, I want the job ID of this run. So now you can also, ask it in AI Foundry itself, and it will give you the notebook run or the job ID for this, or the run ID for this one, which is 181684. It's the same one that you get here. So it maintains, all that context within the setup. And then, you can play around with this. You can also then do a multi-agentic setup. So let's say in this Genie agent, I would, let's say, ask something, and then I would like to add, another agent, which is this custom one, and give it a name. And so you can basically sort of do a multi-agentic setup here. And anything which is possible within a workspace could be done with this custom connection, which I showed you guys. Yeah, I think that was that. Okay, yeah, you see that here also in the console it says the run has completed, and it also brings back the message ID and also the content. So yeah, that was the demo. This new feature, allows us to interoperate with AI Foundry and build agentic workflows. Thank you, guys.